Taking a holiday is expensive, and it could be a bit cheaper. But how do you ensure that you can sit in luxury without spending tons of money? Well, the answer's simple. Go on a holiday to a cheap country. Here you can enjoy a holiday as you're used to and save a lot of money too. So, today's video covers the top 10 cheapest travel destinations around the world. We're also offering some financial intelligence about the travel destinations that will help you choose which country suits your budget the best. So, let's get started. TravelGoals brings you the best in travel destinations, travel tips, and accommodations around the world. Before we dive in, please hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, and tap that bell icon and turn notifications for our channel. That way you get notified that we upload videos like this one. Yeah. Without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Number 10, Myanmar. You might not have heard of Myanmar, but here's your chance. One thing that makes it such a popular destination is its price point. While other countries in Southeast Asia might be more expensive, Myanmar has relatively low prices. You can get a meal for $1 or less. And you can enjoy nature without spending much money at all. One of the best ways to save money while traveling through this country is by using couchsurfing, an online global hospitality service that allows travelers and locals to connect with each other so that they can share accommodations and experiences while traveling together at no cost. With 1 million users across 193 countries around the world, there's bound to be not only someone willing but excited to host your stay. In addition to cheap food and lodging, Myanmar has amazing natural beauty too. There's so many opportunities to go hiking on trails or through beautiful landscapes like Pindaya Caves or Ikakabo Rasi National Park. Number 9, Colombia. Colombia is known for its natural beauty. It's the home of some of the best beaches in Latin America. You can't go wrong with a destination that boasts pristine white sand and clear water, especially with a budget. Here, dinner is more expensive than both lunch and breakfast. Good plate's gonna cost you 6 to 10 euros, but good breakfast can usually be earned for about 4 euros. If you opt for local food, then you'll save a few euros. For example, the popular empanadas only cost about half a euro. According to Lonely Planet's guidebook, a night at hostels costs about $10 to $20 USD, while hotels can range anywhere from $30 to $70 per night, depending on how luxurious they are or what other amenities they provide. Transport costs will vary depending on how much ground transportation you use and whether or not you opt for other activities like horseback riding through the mountains or touring the Amazon jungle. Number 8, Indonesia. Indonesia is a country that's known for its amazing food, its amazing culture and beaches. From mountains to volcanoes and beautiful rice fields, there are plenty of sites in Indonesia worth visiting. If you're looking for something more relaxing, then check out the beaches on Bali or Lombok. If you want to get active though, go hiking through Mount Bromo while you're there. Indonesia's got some great spots for nature lovers. The Komodo National Park is home to iguanas and anime girls. Now, it's of course Komodo dragons, as well as pygmy elephants, which are smaller versions of normal elephants. While the Taman Nasional Gunung Leuser is home to Sumatran tigers and rhinos, a meal at an Indonesian restaurant is gonna cost like $2 to $5, while beer can be purchased for half a dollar. While a night at the hostel/hotel costs around $10 to $25 per night, depending on the season that you're traveling during. Transportation costs are also pretty cheap in Indonesia, with trains costing about $7 per ticket for a 2-hour ride from Jakarta to Bandung, which took us 2 hours by plane instead. Number 7, Thailand. The Land of Smiles, as it's known, is also on our list of cheapest travel destinations. Thailand is known for tropical beaches and ancient ruins, royal palaces, and ornate temples displaying the figures of Buddha. With a little planning, you can go a long way on $20 per day, or less. A night at the hostel costs around $10 per person in Bangkok and Chiang Mai, up to $15 outside of these cities. That buys you a dorm bed with bathroom access. Shared bathrooms are always clean too and well maintained by staff members. A meal at an inexpensive restaurant is going to cost like $1 to $2. Street food is actually cheaper. You can eat the local dish Khao Pad Gai, stir-fried chicken over rice, for 25 cents. 25 cents! If you want something fancier though, you gotta pay $2 to $3 at most restaurants. Number 6, Malaysia. Malaysia features beaches, jungles, and cultural sites. There are so many cheap travel destinations in Malaysia, like Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Langkawi Island. The main sites of the country include the Batu Caves Temple, which has a Hindu shrine, the Petronas Twin Towers of Kuala Lumpur, and Kek Lok Sea Temple in Penang. The cost of food and drinks in Malaysia ranges from about $2 at a meal at a hawker center, that type of street stall, to about $10 a meal at an upscale restaurant. You can also buy local street food for less than $1 per item, such as nasi lemak or pulut hitam. So yeah, there's plenty of hostels available as well for around $15 to $20 USD per night. These hostels are basic, but they're clean, equipped with Wi-Fi and air conditioning. A bed at an average hotel is going to cost $30 to $50 per night, depending on where you stay. Also, some hotels offer free breakfast too. Number 5, Mexico. For a cheap holiday to the sun, Mexico's hard to beat. The standard of accommodation is excellent, and you can find cheap flights to Mexico from most major European airports. Food and drink. Beer is going to cost around £1 in many places, while a hearty meal is going to be between £3 to £5 per person at an inexpensive restaurant or street stall. Transport costs are pretty reasonable too. It's possible to travel from one end of the country to another for less than £20 by bus or train. Longer trips can be taken by plane for around £100 return if booked in advance. Again, this might seem high, but remember that flights often include food too. Mexico City's got a lot to offer that travelers who don't have time or money for exotic locales. The city's got museums galore. From the Museum of Anthropology to the Museo Nacional de Antropología, the National Museum, you can also head over to Chapultepec Park if you want to get some outdoor activities in. It's one of Mexico's largest green spaces, complete with lagoons and lakes where you can go swimming or canoeing. If you're traveling with friends, then consider staying at Hostel Mundo Joven. Might be one of their most affordable options in town, and it's actually centrally located. Rooms start at $25 per night for dorms. Double rooms are $65 per night. Number 4, Philippines. The Philippines is an excellent travel destination for budget travelers. The country's got so many beautiful beaches, waterfalls, mountains. One of the most popular destinations in the Philippines is the Boracay Island, which is basically heaven for those who love snorkeling. A night at a decent hotel, like just $30-$40. Hostels charge between $10 to $20 per night. And there's also many hotels in major cities and towns that charge less than $25 per night. In terms of transportation, there's 2 main types of taxis: metered taxis and unmetered taxis. Metered taxis usually charge around $1 to $2 per kilometer, while unmetered taxis can be negotiated depending on where you're going and how long it's going to take to get there. Domestic flights cost around $50 to $100. Number 3, Cambodia. If you're planning to travel to Cambodia, don't worry about the high prices. This country is one of the cheapest destinations in Southeast Asia. Most tourists come to Cambodia for its rich history and culture, but other things will make your trip worthwhile. If you enjoy nature, then exploring Angkor Wat or visiting Phnom Kulen National Park would be perfect for you. Cambodia's main sites are very affordable. A tour at Angkor Wat is going to cost you like $20. Food and drinks can be as cheap as $1 per meal. Hotels start at $10 per night, and there's usually free Wi-Fi there too. Transport costs are low too. You can get anywhere by tuk-tuk or taxi for just a few dollars a ride. Number 2, Guatemala. Guatemala is a beautiful country with many natural sights to offer. One of the most popular is Lake Atitlan, surrounded by 3 volcanoes. The lake itself has a unique color and shape, and it's surrounded by mountains that are equally unique in their own right. Another well-known site in Guatemala is the Mayan ruins at Tikal. These ruins are among the largest and most impressive on Earth, and they're actually still being excavated today. In addition to these 2 famous sites, there are also many smaller but equally stunning attractions throughout the country that are worth visiting if you got the time. Volcanic crater lakes, lush jungles, and more. Prices in Guatemala are low, with an average hotel room costing $50 to $100. Food and drinks, pretty affordable. You can spend anywhere between $2 to $10 on basic meals like a sandwich or a burger with fries. And a night out at a local bar is gonna cost like $5 to $10 depending on what you order, while transport costs are pretty reasonable too. For example, a bus ticket from Flores to Tikal costs around $3 per person per hour. It's 2 hours there back. Number 1, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is a country in South Asia that's best known for its beaches, its temples, and its wildlife. The sites are the Sigiriya Rock Fortress, Anuradhapura National Park, and Polonnaruwa, an archaeological museum. You can expect to pay between $3 to $6 for a meal at any restaurant. It's more than enough to feed yourself 3 times over. Hotels/hostels range from $32 to $207 a night, with an average of $59. Most vacation rentals are going to cost $40 to $400 per night for the night. Tuk-tuk replaces taxis in Sri Lanka. Hiring a tuk-tuk driver to take you around town for the whole day is going to cost like $15-20, which is 3,000 to 4,000 LKR. The rail system in Sri Lanka runs throughout the country and is divided into first class, second class, and third class, which costs $8 or 1,500 LKR, $177 or 310 LKR, and $1 or 175 LKR, respectively. In instances where you'll have to take a bus, a train, and a bus, this costs below 200 to 300 LKR. That's basically $1 to $2 for long and short distances. Activities like surfing lessons cost around $100 a person, while scuba diving lessons start at around $30. Sri Lanka's climate is tropical. It consists of significant wet and dry seasons. The best time to travel to Sri Lanka is between April and December, as the island experiences a hot and a dry climate, accompanied by a clear blue sky and a lush green landscape for beach and photography mode. Traveling doesn't have to be expensive. There's so many destinations that won't break your bank if you plan appropriately. Save your money before leaving home. With these 10 countries listed above, we hope we could encourage others out there who might be, thinking about a vacation but haven't yet decided where or when they would want to go. So, which of these countries suits your budget? Do share them with us in the comment section below. Also, if you got anything that you'd like us to cover, just let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more videos like this. We got a lot of content coming your way, so stay tuned. See you in the next one. Later.